having to worry about all the stuff that the other people brought to the group. So
That's good, but I'm pretty sure you guys can understand that until we've reached a point where we can say, okay, now the kanna gang stuff is safe to use again. Make sure to not use kanna gang in the meantime. That's pretty sure that's easy to understand. I know there's gray areas, but
in a matter of let's say what 2 weeks that the kanna gang was started and they got banned from being able to do whatever, right? Now look at this. We got the Ugandan knuckles. All right, but still, that's besides the point. They got banned out of here, the head people, for being inappropriate and allowing inappropriate behavior, right? Now look, we got the Ugandan people that come in here with their characters acting crazy, talking all kinds of racist stuff, talking about rape and all kinds of disrespectful stuff. But yet they've been on here running around stomping. Dude, I've seen 10 of them.
Man, come on, dog. Hey, don't talk that racist shit to me, nigga. Dude, don't talk that. Hey, you feel about getting fucked up, boy.
Alright, so I had to meet them. So anyway, you got the Ugandan knuckle people coming in here talking all that racist stuff, right? Talking about raping people. Dude, I've seen like 10 of them Knuckles characters joining a room and just totally chasing one person down, a girl at that, talking filthy, and nobody does nothing about that. But they jump on kanna gang's ass because kanna gang maybe had a couple people that did some stuff that deserved to get banned. All right, so if we can get that kind of look, why ain't these other groups being looked at for doing their disrespectful behavior as well? Like, that's not...
Trust me, we're actually trying to... It's a whole different level, because kanna gang was promoting hacking of the platform. Kanna gang was sending death threats.
Now that's a much bigger issue. Now that is something that I don't know about. I never heard anything about.
I know
any
that's why people. That's why people tell me, kanna gang is
now,
just a funny thing, but no, kanna gang is much bigger.
Now here's the big thing.
Yes, if you think the company just took action and this, yes, we have so many screenshots of discussions, so many recorded accounts of kanna gang actually hacking the client using hacked clients. So it's not like something easy.
Now those members that did that are in fact banned, indefinite. They got banned.
Absolutely, but if they are,
so
they are
now
still part of the kanna gang.
It's
a bigger issue.
Yeah, exactly. So now if there's a clean out and we don't have the members there, and we have new members in there, and we're actually trying to be, a more community friendly group, then how long is that going to say per se? Is that going to take what till 2019 before we wind up being able to not have to worry about being in trouble just for or being scrutinized? Like,
it's gonna take more than 2 weeks for coming from death threats to nothing. It takes more than 2 weeks for a conflict to be resolved. So in the meantime, if you want a specific, if you want to play a specific song, if you want to play a specific song,
I'm only asking myself for my personal safety, because like I said, I'm considering being a higher up person in kanna gang to make sure that no bad stuff is going on over there. I'm trying to moderate the users that are joining there to make sure nobody's going to join to do no dumb stuff like that or affect any of that.
How many people do you need to kick from this room?
Fucking everyone. You have a moderator tag on. Can you remove the moderator tag real quick for you? So you're okay?
I'm trying to be on there so I can make sure that everything's running smooth, right?
Fair, good.
Now, I want to do this without me being scrutinized myself just for being a part of it. Like, I mean, that wouldn't be fair to me, just being a user wanting to join it to try to better the community.
If you want to be a higher role in the community, that's what you're going to be. You're going to be under the light, and you're going to be scrutinized with the behavior of the community. But in the meantime, if you want, like I said, specific opinion or specific, like, if there's a song you want to play, there's an avatar you want to use, send a message to Pill or a message to moderation at VRChat.com, and they can tell you if that specific thing is fine. But any mention in the meantime of kanna gang and kanna gang avatars is just a gray area, and we might just all be fine if we just not mention it for now. It might take a week or two again to calm down completely, and then we can start again from scratch. But if you cannot think for a second that we are not taking actions against all the Uganda and then like tiny knuckles and stuff. Like, it's been going. I go to rooms because there's no anything offensive in the world itself. There's no reason, you know.
I know, but that's the world they're using as their base.
I know, but it's like the Kanna gang. Do we ban the new Kanna gang Discord again because there's like a few members? It's like it's the same issue. Kanna gang was
what's in the new Kanna gang Discord? That's wrong.
A few toxic members, and so we shouldn't take again the new Discord that is full of good members because there's a few bad apples. And the knuckle thing might seem like a gigantic issue, but again, it's just only a few reports.
So now next time, let's say before a big massive ban wave happens like that, because I know there is a few members that definitely got banned that had nothing to do with anything in there at all. So is there going to be a way that we can be in communication with people to try to figure out who the bad apples may be so we can weed them out and get them out of there and alleviate any situations before just, let's say, massive ban hammering everybody?
Well, there's been screenshots, like I said, videos, and just recorded messages of every single ban. So
everybody that has been banned, they got banned. But whoever hasn't, whoever got banned that did nothing wrong, that did get banned. What I'm trying to say is, before something like that happens, could there be a mention to per se a higher up in the Kanna gang that's in there now representing them to say, look, we're having an issue with this user. If you don't get them banned, we're shutting you down. Like, I mean, it's plain and simple. Like, you could, like, you don't just shut down a whole group of people and ban a whole group of people just for being associated with somebody that may have done some dumb shit. You know what I mean?
It's not going to happen again. But the issue before was the higher up themselves were promoting the hacking. Okay, so that was the big issue. Now, if it's not the case anymore, then that's possible. But if you have any person that has been banned wrongfully, and if it's honest, then they can always send an email, and we are somehow obligated to give the reason.
Because
of what they've been
we've
doing.
actually sent a few that people have actually tried contacting, and they still haven't gotten a response back. There's been many that have been wrongfully banned.
They want stuff to be calmed down because it's just been a shit show completely. And some people actually tried to like DDoS people from the company, I think, and so they just didn't want to respond to emails at all from the Kanna gang for like a period of time until things calmed down.
But Ruuubick, think about it this way. That's gonna make it worse. If you don't at least respond, at least have like a little connection, at least like, I mean, look, Pope is one of the higher ups in Kanna gang. You could at least like, he's cool, he's chill. Has he done anything retarded? You guys could like get together with him and talk to him. Go through him. You've met him. You guys know he's not doing anything stupid. That's what I'm saying. At least have contact, and you could go through him and say like, listen, these are the people that we've banned. Can you go through them and check them out? If anything like that is a problem, fuck, I can't drink. I can't talk now. I'm actually drinking.
Dude, like,
I understand what you're trying to say, dude.
Like, I'll be more than happy, because I mean, I do have like a good influence in the group among people that are in there now. Since I've been in there. Now, I wouldn't mind myself being able to go through these people and making sure that they're not doing no stuff they're not supposed to do. Because I don't want nobody in there that's not supposed to be in there. If they're doing stuff, that's breaking the rules, going, through the lines that they ain't supposed to, I don't want them there. I want to make sure it's a safe environment for anybody to join up and make sure they're, having fun in the community.
That's understandable, but yeah, I think they just didn't want to respond to anything because it was just basically not offensive stuff, but just emails of like us being called the N-word. Over and over. So
God damn it! I'm gonna start calling out any. If you send me the list of everyone that emailed saying that word or anything stupid,
it's just like fake
calling
emails.
Out every single one.
But people just need to use the report abuse function much more because honestly, and 90% of the report abuses I get are either like people who misclicked, people who spamming the buttons in the MMD nightclub, so it's like not an issue. Or people who just want to ask me questions, and that's definitely not what the button
honestly
is
didn't
for.
even
People
realize
started using it.
So wait.
That's what people tell me.
Me for a while because it says, "Are you sure you want an admin, like a mod, to come in?" Like it seems really scary. Like,
That's what people told me.
If I press it one time, I'm gonna be like, "Is something wrong in here? You're gonna be banned for not doing the right thing, my boy."
No,
I've actually been on the edge of clicking. Like, do I want to do this? Am I gonna fuck?
Yeah, people have told me that before.
Like, I mean,
yeah.
And from
People
the
told
thing
me
that's
they were
happening with
scared to
Kanna
use
Gang,
it.
it seems like I'm even more scared from it now. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, like not for nothing, dude. Like me personally, just like I said, because I know a lot of shit's going on right now. I personally deleted every kind of model I have, and so I know there was issues with some of the kind of models. Me personally, I'm gonna try to remake one that's not messed up in any way, so it's user friendly for everybody. Just I would like there to be, I guess, grounds of communication between people, so at least we can talk, figure out what the issue would be, and try to alleviate it and fix it at where it starts. You know what I mean? Instead of just having a big problem like this and everybody running around crazy. There's people doing dumb shit that I have no idea what they're doing because they're doing it on their own will now because now they're pissed off. They're getting no kind of action going on. They don't know what's going on. Me, myself, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I would just like to be on, just touch base and figure out what the problem is so we can try to, nip it at the butt and fix that shit. You know what I mean?
Just have like a sit down. That's what the leaders have asked for, but they never got that.
It's really difficult. I don't think
people
realize the growth of VRChat in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it's not a problem of people
of
themselves, but Kanna Gang happened like what, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago?
Longer than
2 weeks ago we okay, so even say at the beginning of December we had 600 users on average. Now it's about 6,000 people. So every time there's a group, it means that there's hundreds and hundreds more of people. Like the Knuckles group was funny at first, and now it's like dozens of worlds and people just running around doing stuff. So when everybody wants to sit down, it's at least a few dozen people want to sit down, and there's so much to do.
That's the thing with us. That's the thing with us, dude. Like right now we have thousands of members that enjoy Kanna Gang. They like the Kanna model. They like how it looks. They enjoy it, but they don't want to be scrutinized just for wearing a model that they enjoy the way the model looks. You know what I mean? And we just want to get it fixed so we can enjoy playing the game as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's understandable. I get you guys, but yeah, it's just a much bigger issue than people might think. There's a lot of stuff that hasn't been made public. A lot of like, if you do get a sit down with Pill or Ron or whoever it's going to be, they might be able to tell you what they've done, and it's just way past the line. They got their Discord banned by the company.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like not a tiny issue at all.
If any way possible, if you'd be able to take my username down or whatever and just mention it to Pill or something and let him know, look, I spoke with this guy, PopeBeats, he's a higher up in there. He's, just let him know. I'd like to, have, at least I know he's a busy guy. If I can even have, 5 minutes of his time just to try to sit down and just talk and come to some kind of mutual grounds or something and figure out what's up. I'm in no way, shape, or form, down with all that crazy shit that was going on when they was first going on. Like I said, I'm trying to make this a good environment for everybody. So, I want to make it a fun experience. I would like to at least have the chance to sit down and talk to him at least once and try to figure out what, where we can go from here. You know what I mean?
Like suddenly 3,000 people are playing.
Yeah, I just sent a message to, so hopefully it's going to be heard, but it's up to them. It's not up to me because I don't have I shouldn't have a word to say in it, but I understand. It's not even funny for me. Well, I try to be, but you shouldn't say that because it just makes people. I know what you mean, but it's just Bill and Gunter have so much more on their shoulder than I do. I joined the company 2 weeks ago, and so I try to take it not as seriously, but there's a lot at stake right now. And because of the growth,
imagine, dude. That's why I felt. That's a main reason why I felt it was kind of shitty for everybody to get banned the way they did. Some users, because a couple users I know, didn't do nothing wrong, and they actually did the same thing like me. Like, say they went and bought the PC, the VRChat, and now they're banned. They can't even play just because they was part of the group, and they happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
At the time, that was definitely by association because it was just so hardcore, like the abuse and what they did. That it was just we couldn't just select every single user and go by like case by case. Be like, okay, if actually it's just. okay, they actually promoted hacking the platform and death threats and stuff. It's like, we don't have time to deal with like actually thousands of people.
I'm still wondering who was it, because I only know that there was two that actually promoted that hacking part.
What the fuck is going on here?
I don't think I can give any name, but if you do get to sit down, then I'm going to be able to tell you. I mean, you should probably know a few already, but yeah.
Yeah, but I know one of the main ones that got banned out already. Yeah, he got kicked.
I was supposed to use Nevatar. I mean, I was using Nevatar for a really long time, and when I joined the company, they told me, well, you cannot use it because it's copyrighted, and so I had to start all over again.
I've read oh my god, I can't hear. So I've read the company EULA, was it EULA or the Code of Conduct? I've read it a few times, and it is like, oh my god, who the fuck? Where are you?
He's out of the room.
He's gone. He's all the way over there.
Dear God, I hate Snowman block.
Snowman, can you give me some personal space here, bro, please?
He's got an irrational.
Okay, so I've read that quite a few times, and it just is so broad. Is there any way you guys
way too broad because there's no strict rules because we don't have any agreement with any companies for copyright content, and so it's very broad because there's nothing like this in the world right now.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, it's kind of hard for you guys. I see that, but your thing, like, I think one of them is, if there's a law in the world and it's illegal, don't do it. I mean, that's way too broad because there's a bunch of laws that contradict. Is there any way you guys can take that out before you guys have a huge problem? Or something?
I don't know who
There's quite a few things that are like that, bro. Like, we would have to sit down with Bill and mention a couple things, because the terms and agreements in this game itself are kind of bogus. Like, there's so many between the line things that they just recently added that just seem kind of odd a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know what the process is on adding anything to the...
before that, though? I mean...
Probably, yeah, since there's a lot of stuff. I assume so. I'm pretty sure it's like the due process when you make a company in the US that you have to, do that stuff for legal reasons. I'm pretty sure they've affected themselves.
I know they just upgraded their terms or updated their terms and conditions and added some new stuff right when they did the ban wave, which I didn't feel was right because they banned a whole bunch of users and then updated their terms and conditions to kind of make it seem like that's what it was before they banned them. That's how I took it, me personally. Like, it just looked kind of shady to me to say, they're going to ban all these users and then just out of nowhere update their terms and conditions. That